So, this is New York Times Sudoku card for August 18th, 2024. This is my walkthrough, and you can try this puzzle from the link I left in the description. Okay, let's get it going. First thing first, let me put down some singles, the obvious ones, and first one I notice is the one in box 8, which is right here. It will be 8, and it's going to be right here, because this 8 blocks here, this 8 blocks these 3 cells. So this is the only cell I can put 8 into. Now, I can also place 5 in box 8, because this 5 blocks like this, and this 5 blocks here. So 5 comes in here. I can now place 2 in box 9, because this 2 blocks like this, and that means 2 in box 8 will be in one of these 3 cells. I don't know which one it's going to be, but in any case, it will block these 2 cells. And this 2 and this 2 blocks here. Gives me 2 here. And and that 2 helps me place 5 in box 9, because this 5 and this 5, they block like this, and this 5 blocks here. Gives me 5 in here. And these are 4, 6, 9. And now I can place 4 in box 1. And that's because I have to go through box 8 to do that, because this 4 blocks these 2 cells in box 8. Puts 4 in here or here. It doesn't matter which one it's going to be, because in either case it will block this cell in box 7, and this 4 blocks here. So 4 in box 7 will be here or here. In turn, it will block these 3 cells, and this 4 blocks this one and this one, and this 4 blocks this one. Gives me 4 in here. Okay, and I can place 1 in box 7, because this 1 blocks here, this 1 blocks this one and this one, and that gives me 1 in here. Following that 1, this is blocked by this 1, and this 1 blocks these 2, and here's another 1 that blocks here. That gives me 1 here. 4, 6, 9. And now I can place 4 in box 7, because this 4 blocks here, and this 4 blocks here. That gives me 4 in here. And now these 2 are 6 and 9. 9 is here, which blocks this cell. So this becomes 6, and this is 9, which gives me 6 here. And that 6 blocks these 3 cells, gives me 6 in here. And that will give me 3, 4, 9 triple in here. But here's 2 9s that blocks these 2 cells, leaving only this cell for 9. And these will be 1 and 7. I'm not gonna put that down because I don't remember it being helpful. Why not? 1, 7. And not being helpful reminds me that there's double in box 2, which I don't remember being helpful, but I think it's a good practice or a good example of finding a hidden double. So this column has only two cells, and looking down, here's 1 and 6, and here's another 1 and 6, meaning these cells cannot use 1 or 6. So now you can see there are only two cells where 1 and 6 can go to. So this, I don't know which one is going to be 1 and which one is going to be 6, but this will be 1 and 6 double. Very often this is very helpful, and I may be wrong. It could be helpful. 1 6 double means 2 4 7 9. It is helpful. So these 4 cells have to use 2 4 7 9, and here's 2 4 9. So this is 7. And let me erase that. 3 number is just a little too much for me. Wow. 1 3 6 8. Okay, so let's move on. So now I have this 7. These cells has to use 1 3 6 8. It almost looks like I can figure this one out, but it's not. Let's see. 1 3 6 8, and this one is blocked by 1 and 3. This one is blocked by 1 and 6, and this one is blocked only by 6, and this one has 4 possible numbers, so it's probably not so helpful. And so I think I have to look for other hints. And 3 5 9. And this one looks more hopeful. Let's see. These 3 cells going to use 6 7 8, and this one cannot be 8. This kind of one can be 6 7 8. I'm just going to erase that for now. And this one is blocked by 7, so it's 6 or 8, and here's another 6 or 8. So that's a double. One thing it does is that that will tell me 3 numbers for these 3 cells, which will be 3 5 9. 3 is here, so 3 will be here, but 3 is already placed in box 1, so it's not going to be very helpful. But what another thing it does is that what this double does is that it tells me that these cannot be 8 or a 6 or 8. And in this case, what's important is that these cannot be 8, because on row 6, that will tell me where 8 will be, because this 8 blocks here, this 8 blocks here, here's another 8 that blocks here, so that gives me 8 here, and that gives me the location of 7 in box 6 because this 7 blocks here and this 7 blocks like this. Now I only have one cell for 7 in box 6. 3, 4, 5, 9. So now these 4 cells are looking for 3, 4, 5, 9. I'm just gonna put them all down here because it's it's not, sorry. So I'm looking at something wrong. So 4 here blocks this one and this one. So 4 will be here or here, which means these 2 cannot be 4. And this 4 blocks here. This one will only be 3 or 8. So this is 4. And that 4 and this 4 blocks these 2 cells, gives me 4 here. These are 2, 9 double. Probably it might be helpful. These are 3, 5, 9, 3, 5, 9. Okay, so now I'm looking at column 7 where 4 here blocks this cell, 4 here blocks this cell. That gives me only this cell for 4 on column 7. That gives me 3. And this is 1 and 3. And the 3 here gives me 1 and 3. And that gives me 6 and 1 and 8, 6 and 8. That gives me 1 here, 7 here, and 1 here. Now these are 4 and 6, which is not so helpful anymore. These two are 2 and 9. Okay, so this one is also 6 or 7. 2, 5, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6. These cells are looking for 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to put all of them down here because it's blocked by 3, 4, 6. 4, 6. Leaves only 5 for this cell. Now this 5 blocks these 2 cells in box 1. That means 5 will be either here or here, which blocks this cell, and this 5 blocks here. So 5 comes here. And now these are 3 and 9. 3 gives me 9, and it gives me 3, which blocks this one, and this one gives me 3 here. These are 2 and 9. And these are 4 and 6. Okay. The last number of this column is 9. Okay. Because these 2 are 6, 7 double. These are 2, 5, 8. That doesn't tell me yet. Okay. How about 4? 3, 4, 6. And these are 2, 7, 9, 2, 9, 2, 9, 2, 3, 5, 9. Okay. 2, 7, 8. I guess I'm missing something, but let's see. 7 will be here or here. Okay. 7 blocks here. This 7 blocks here. So that means 7 has to come in here. Now these are 2 and 8, and 8 is here. That makes this cell 2, and this is 8. 2 blocks here means this is 2. The last number here is 5, which blocks these 2. This 5 blocks here, gives me 5 here. 3, 7, 9 for these 3 cells. 3 here gives me 3 here. These 2 are 7 and 9. 9 is here, gives me 7, 9. This 7 gives me 6 here, and this is 7. And these are 6 and 8. 8 here gives me 6 and 8. And this 6 gives me 6 in here, 4, which leads to 4 and 3. This is 2, and this is 9. That gives me 9 and 2. Okay, here it is. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.